Welcome back to Underground Nutrition After Hours. Today we're talking about Kratom, life-changing supplement or trip to rehab.
Summer blockbuster movie reviews.
And an intervention with Scott.
I can lunge all over the place.
Yes.
Isolate.
I got a screenshot from my senior store manager, Jordan Sandsgaard, shout out. And it's a screenshot of somebody's story. And it was like, shout out to all the stores that don't carry. And then they tagged two products. One I recognized, Uprising, and the other one I didn't recognize. And then it listed a whole bunch of supplement stores. Me, Underground Nutrition, JSS, Inspire, Alpha Anatomy. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is this?
Shout out to the stores that don't carry this.
That don't carry these two products. And then it listed a whole bunch of us. And then it said something about like, I don't know. I forget. I could look at it. But it was like kind of cryptic. I had no idea what the fuck it meant.
All right.
I couldn't. At first I was like, I thought he was talking shit. I thought this person was talking shit, like saying like
About you not carrying.
like
something.
yeah, like get on,
Yeah,
get
like,
on,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
all the, you know, because the only name that's not on this list is Aries.
Okay.
That I could see. Nitro Nick wasn't on there. Aries.
I was going to
on
ask, was Nitro on there?
So I called Jordan. And I was like, what the fuck? What is this? And he's like, somebody called the store maybe 45 minutes ago, asked if we carried those two products, and I said no, and they said okay, thanks, hang, and they hung up. So now I'm like, what is this? So I click on the guy's page, and he's like full out Aries athlete. So now immediately I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You're
right
intrigued,
now?
though.
Yeah, like what is happening right now? So I go to his stories, and this is what I've come up with. So I guess he was a Aries athlete, and I don't know if it was either him or somebody that he knew started taking these two products, and they were Kratom products, and that he got addicted, or his friend got addicted, and he started to speak out against it, and caused a whole bunch of backlash between his sponsor, because his sponsor carries the product. Can't have your people talking shit about your stuff. I think the guy who owns the company, Uprising, was partners with Aries. I know Guy Cisternino's involved because and there's a big people talking shit, reposting each other, guys making stories talking about just like gonna kill each other
Beef.
over this shit. So I messaged the kid and I was like, never carried Kratom, I never will. Like,
Right.
it's not my thing. Another interesting thing is I first heard Uprising was Goob was chilling for it a month ago. Was like big announcement, Uprising's coming out. And I remember the packaging. There's like a morning and a night, and they're gummies. I thought it was like THC. I didn't even give it a second thought. And turns out no, it's Kratom.
Just straight Kratom. Nothing else involved in it, just Kratom.
It's a Kratom product. But here's the thing. Here's my take on Kratom. I don't want regulation in my industry. I don't. I think we should self-regulate. And I think the issue with this particular product, or at least the issue that this former athlete was saying, he's a coach. He's actually got a lot of followers and stuff. I'll look up his name. I forget his name. Vance, something like that. Whatever. I'll look it up.
Okay.
He's a coach. He's got a ton of followers. But I don't want regulation. But as far as I can tell, the product is being sold as a dietary supplement. And what this guy was saying was like, how do you is this getting into the hands of kids? I think from the law standpoint, Kratom can't be sold as a dietary supplement, and you have to be over 21 to buy it. And you know, like I mean, there's an Exxon gas station down the street from me. It's like I'm pretty sure all they do is sell Kratom. I never see it. vape pens and Kratom is probably like
Their top seller.
the top seller. They're probably bringing in like 100,000 a month in Kratom sales over there.
Yeah.
And me and Alan a long time ago decided to never, like once we knew that it like hits the opiate receptor, even if it's like a partial antagonist. And I know a couple people that had to go to rehab for it, and I've heard that the withdrawals from it are fucking
Not good.
brutal.
Not good.
I was like, I'm not gonna,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna risk it.
Why do you want to like be a part of that?
Yeah.
But
Someone suffering like that, you know.
But on the other side of that is like there's a staunch Kratom advocates, because Kratom. Do you know anything about Kratom?
I know a lot about Kratom.
Do you?
Do you?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know a lot about it.
Yeah.
I know a lot.
My judgment.
Someone
and I don't.
very close to me went to rehab for Kratom.
This
Really?
is.
Oh.
I just.
you
And
know a
again, I just my whole opinion of Kratom is or my whole everything I know about Kratom is just my opinion of those that I know that have used it. You know, and it's just that its primary purpose is to affect your body in a similar way that heroin does.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of people early on, like
So I don't really know how
6
you
or
can
7
advocate for
years
it.
ago, were using it as to
get off.
To get off. But the thing about it is, in order to get the opiate-like response, you need to take very high doses, because in smaller doses, it's a stimulant effect.
Okay.
It's more like a Adderall,
Adderall type of, yeah.
you know, seize the day, you know, kind of shit, like locked
Carpe diem.
in. But then in the higher doses, it produces, it touches on the opiate
Receptors. Yeah.
in like a weird way that's like indirect. It's like a partial
Yeah, that shit's no
antagonist.
good, dude.
I know it's no good.
No good.
I know somebody personally. I know a couple people personally who told me done Oxycontin, done heroin, kicked both of those things and said nothing. It's nothing compared to long term use.
It's literally
Of
like a lot of
Kratom.
people compare it to trying to get off methadone.
Yeah, which like they say
Brutal.
seeps into your bones.
Literally, yeah. And
Yeah.
it takes a long, like heroin withdrawals are like 3-4 days. Like methadone withdrawals are like months.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not the kind of guy who's like, I really don't want regulation, and because it
They
takes
can
like,
handcuff you a little bit now.
well, yeah, because this happens. Like remember, like stackers and like DMHA. It's like, or you know, like those pseudo Chinese amphetamines.
Yeah, the greenies.
All it takes is some politician's son to like blow his brains out during Kratom withdrawal, and then next thing you know,
everything.
you know,
is-
they're fucking regulating everything. So I mean, personally, I would never sell it, because
yeah.
I would, if I wouldn't use it personally,
yeah.
or I'd feel uncomfortable selling, or I'm afraid that like if I'm not in the store, one of my part timers would sell it to like a fucking kid. That's like I don't want to run into any
a
issue
no-go.
like that.
Yeah.
You know. So that was
I didn't even know Kratom was big anymore.
it's huge, man.
Very big. It's kind of seeped its way
Into the
fitness industry.
yeah.
But I mean, it's
How can they label it a dietary?
They can't legally.
Oh, okay.
So they're putting it in. So I think that's what this guy's biggest
Gripe was?
gripe was that Kratom legally cannot be used as a dietary supplement.
Does it? I'm sorry for cutting you off. Does it, like you were saying, in small dosages, it kind of acts almost like an Adderall, which like Adderall takes away your hunger because it's a stimulant? Is that why?
No, well, no. There's the uprising, as far as I know, and if anybody,
don't quote you. Yeah,
I
right.
don't know.
Right.
I think there's two products. One's a daytime product. One's a nighttime product. It's my understanding that one is supposed to be for like anti-inflammatory, feel good. Are you going to make sure that the audio is impossible?
I heard it at the end. I'm just like,
I'm putting it down.
Like
You
a
know
fucking
what?
4-year-old.
Sorry.
I know.
Continue your story.
I know that some I've heard advocates. I remember Tony Hughes was a huge advocate for Kratom for a long time, and I've seen other guys talking about it. They swear by it. There's a lot of people in the comments. I've read a lot. I went down all these rabbit holes, and there was guys who were like, the old anecdote, like I've used it and had no problems.
Well,
So-
what are they advocating though? Is the question.
well, that it's anti-inflammatory, helps with sleep, really like dialed in focus,
Yeah, heroin helped me with sleep too.
and there's like different strains, but there's only two. There's two drugs in it. It's like, oh god, search of them. It's like Mitra and then 7A Mitra, whatever the fuck. There's two, and no matter how you cut it, the different strains, like in weed, they'll be like, oh, this indica makes you feel like you're gonna die, and this one makes you feel like you're gonna die and you're hungry. You know what I mean? Like,
That shit's called death.
And you're laughing. Yeah.
yeah, and like
Who
that's
said that? Was that Cat
Williams.
This shit's called death. That don't even sound nice.
from what I understand, there's like people be like, oh, but this is the white kind, and the white kind is less addictive. At the end of the day, it's like there's two alkaloids in it, or there's two compounds in it that causes these effects, and it's just a matter of like potency.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's like there might be slight differences between the region where one is like grown, one might be stronger than the other, one might produce more of the stimulant effect, one might produce more of a downer effect, yada yada yada.
Sure.
But eventually, you're gonna have to pay the piper.
Yeah. Eventually you get hooked. The dragon gets you.
There was a couple bodybuilders telling the comment section that like junkie's gonna junk, and I like look, it's a fair point. You know what I mean? Like, but if I go into a store and I'm like, I need something for recovery or for sleep, and you sell me something, and maybe it's like partially on me for not asking. But I'm taking something that's working and I like it, and I keep coming back and buying it without.
You created a monster.
Yeah, it's like, who's at fault here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're at fault for like taking something that you don't know anything about. But at the same time, it's like a lot of people don't think to check their pre-workouts or check their, you don't think they're going to be sneaking dope into your fucking into your recovery drink.
Into your recovery fucking pill or gummy. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Shout out to the stores that don't carry it, dog.
I mean, I don't want to. It doesn't. I just me and Alan are both in recovery, so that that sort of like dictates our approach. If it's something that we wouldn't feel comfortable taking, but I don't. At the same time, like I don't care.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But you should just make sure your shit is like properly labeled.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I think there would be a really interesting conversation, because you're talking about all these people that are advocating it, all these people in the fitness industry. I think it'd be very interesting to, maybe not necessarily at this moment, but the discussion about the parallels between addicts and people in the fitness industry. If you look at it from, the textbook, if you look at it from the textbook standpoint of like how we understand active addiction, and then you kind of look at the fitness industry, not as a total, but as a a lot of the people that I know, and you look at it through the same lens, you have people literally going from drug to drug to drug to exist. And it's, what I'm saying? And it's not, and I understand some of them have benefits or whatever, but the root of all this is a complete self-loathing.
Yeah, I mean that's bodybuilding in general.
But that's the
motivation.
I'm saying. So I mean, it's not
But it's like I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. I hate myself when I'm not training. I'm fat, and I hate myself when I'm 260 and shredded. Like it's like
I'm just saying
there's levels to this.
Well, a lot of these people would be looked at as like the pinnacle of health, just on their, based upon their personal appearance. And then you look at some of them and they're in the gym all the time and they're eating chicken and rice. So they must have it together mentally and emotionally too. But,
but check their refrigerator.
It's
how many milligrams of trainer
are you on? Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know a lot of bodybuilders. I feel like a lot of bodybuilders who've like crossed over to the dark side ever since like Rich Piana kind of paved the way, and like Tony Hughes. Just like I feel like people are like, for the most part, there's two types. There's like the true bodybuilder, like the Sam Sulek, like get big, die trying kind of guys. And then there's like the functional strength, cold plunge,
Joe Rogan,
carnivore, you know,
Huberman. Who's the other guy? What's that shtick that?
Norton.
Yeah, him. Yeah, but he hates the dude that works with Dana White. What's his Gary?
I don't know.
Gary, fuck. He's huge, but what's his Norton shits on him all the time.
Who is Ratelli?
No. Fuck, I can't remember his name.
Well,
He
whatever.
kind of sucks, but whatever.
Regardless, what I don't want to see happen is I wish people would just regulate themselves, because I sell like gray area stuff.
Sure.
I sell peptides and stuff that's like legal, as long as you say this is not for a dietary supplement.
Yeah.
And I'm careful about who can even purchase those things from me.
Can you die? Can you overdose on kratom?
I don't know if there's any. I know.
I would think.
It's funny if you go on YouTube and you type in kratom, you'll get 5 videos of people who are saying like, this is life changing. It's made my life free of pain. And I kicked. I was doing heroin.
Yeah, I was doing I was a 2 bundle a day dope.
Or I have like a C5, C6 fucking whatever spinal thing and a car accident, and kratom made my life manageable. And then you'll get 5 videos where people have said, kratom almost made me lose everything. I almost killed myself. That kind of stuff.
Almost went to jail. Sure.
It seems like there's a healthy amount of both videos.
But you also, it's not something that you should take and get behind the wheel of a car. I don't know.
In the higher
It's definitely
doses,
mind and mood altering. Yeah.
in the higher doses, from what I understand, it's very similar to
get a little nod.
Because I understand the gray area, but I'm not going to take any, YK11 and mow somebody down on the highway. Because
No, it is truly mind and mood altering. But then you start to split hairs. It's like Delta 8, Delta 9, and
That's
THC,
the weed.
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't. People are adults; they can take whatever they want. I just,
Yeah.
I just want,
Just buy it from Underground.
yeah. I don't even know if we
I
sell.
think that's a pretty good litmus
I don't think
test.
Do you guys
So-
sell Delta?
We did, but we stopped. I think.
Yeah.
That's because Higher Ground. Alan was producing it with Hollow, but then I think he's had like an epiphany
Oh.
that he doesn't want to sell that kind of stuff anymore.
Good for Alan.
Yeah, CBD,
Yeah.
sure, but anything that you can take and like get in your car and buy in my store, and then like all of a sudden you're fucking high.
It's not good.
I don't know. I don't feel great about that.
I mean, I think it's like kind of the moral code that you guys live by, as far as like your new way of life being
It'd be
clean and
extremely hypocritical of me to become a dope dealer. Later in life.
sober. Right.
I think that's a pretty good litmus test. Is this going to affect my ability to operate a motor vehicle?
Yeah, maybe we
Yes,
should.
bad, no, good.
Yeah.
Or maybe not good, but okay.
Yeah.
I still
Yes,
I
I'm
wouldn't
not going to sell it.
I wouldn't recommend a gram of Tren a week.
No, but I'm saying as far as a
Gram of Trent a week is a lot, man.
as far as
I know.
your
Those were the days.
Where are they, though?
I'm just
I
saying
think.
as far as morally as far as selling, I don't know.
I feel like this. If I wouldn't take it, or if I wouldn't sell it to a kid, like
Yeah.
if a 17-year-old Zoomer broccoli top came in my store,
And you were like, nah, don't get the fuck
yeah.
out. Like, then I'm not going to sell it.
yeah, if I feel, I'm like, what's going to happen to you if I sell this to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love that idea.
Okay.
I don't love the idea of their mother coming to my
Exactly.
store, burning
Yeah.
it down and writing
Yeah.
boomer Facebook reviews about my store.
Okay.
But I have a feeling this might.
It's going to keep blowing up. How
it
long
might.
ago was this? What's the timetable on this? When did you see this? Is
This
it
was
still
this
going
week.
on?
Yeah, I mean, I think I got into it a little bit late because I texted John from Inspire about it, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, this was like happening like days ago." I'm like, "I'm just seeing it." Okay.
I got a lot going on, bro.
And I know that I think Guy's sister Nino is heavily like advocates, or at least I've heard him talk good about Kratom, and I don't care. I'm not going to split hairs because I really don't care. But I just know for me in my store, we wouldn't sell it because I'm in recovery, and people in recovery definitely should not take Kratom. 100%.
Yeah.
That's a fact. If you're clean and you did have like an opiate problem,
No way.
Kratom is gonna.
Yeah, it's slippery slope.
Yeah, that's
Actually, it's not even a slip.
You're at the pit.
You went down.
You're in.
Yeah, you're
in
you're,
it.
you're down. You're down.
I know
the
a
hill.
bunch of people in recovery that were like, "Oh, I bought this at Exxon, and now I'm a heroin addict again. Now I'm going back to rehab."
Mm-hmm.
You know. So yeah, that's all I got. That was my little beef of the week. That should be a segment. Underground's beef of the week. I didn't even have beef. I just messaged him and I was like,
You asked them why they were in court.
I didn't ask him any questions. I just explained that like me and my partner are both in recovery, and I've known about Kratom for 6-7 years at least, and we made a decision back then that we would never carry it because it's like people used to sell. I mean, there's something called catnip that was big in nutrition stores, like mom and pop nutrition stores. There's GHB started off in nutrition stores. You know, there was like different versions of Chinese meth available in a lot of products, like
Right, just like-
pseudoamphetamines.
I was gonna say like super like greenies, like the baseball players used to take. They banned those.
Yeah, you know, there's been all, but eventually something happens and it gets
regulated.
gets some spotlight. Although Kratom's been around for a minute, and I think Kratom's here to stay for some reason. I don't really understand.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah,
I feel like you go long. I've gone long periods of time without hearing about it,
just
and then it pops back up.
huge. It's I see
This is the
Kratom
first time
And
I've
you're
heard
like,
about
oh,
it.
people are still doing this.
in Ocean County. There's Kratom's like you'll be driving and see a big sign for Kratom, like a billboard.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And it's not even like remotely regulated or attempted to be regulated.
It is regulated. There are statutes about it, but it's not illegal
But
as
there's
far as
nothing
I
that
know.
stops somebody in an Exxon from selling it.
No,
No, that's
You're just supposed to be of age to buy it.
21, as
right?
far as I know, and it can't be sold as a dietary supplement, which is weird to me. I mean, I'm surprised. I feel like,
And just to clarify, is pre-workout a dietary supplement?
yeah, I mean, anything that's,
Anything on your shelves for the would fall
Unless-
under the category.
no, like things like, for example, pre-workout that has like B12 or caffeine, and you're using it to supplement for your workout or for a diet. That's a dietary supplement.
Okay.
So the expectations when somebody takes B12 is that they're taking B12 because they're supplementing their diet. You know what I mean? So that's
From
a
their-
dietary
from their
supplement.
food, yeah.
Needs to be labeled as such.
okay.
So certain things I can't label Tren as a dietary supplement because it's not.
Doesn't supplement anything.
Yeah, and that's like where like Nutribol MK677 and what's the big one, BPC.
Yeah.
I can't sell that as a dietary
Right.
supplement, right? Because it's not. So research peptide, research chemical,
Okay.
and they're slowly but surely cracking down. But when things like this happen, and it shines like a spotlight onto the supplement world,
Kind of scary, right?
and what's going on,
Yeah.
it's like it's a domino effect.
Like what's going to happen?
If they're
What's going to come from this?
Yeah, if they start cracking down on that, like it's not too hard for them to notice. Oh shit!
Oh, let's go to this shelf and see.
You have to go to your doctor for BPC.
Yeah.
Do I?
I remember that sleep aid from the 5%. That's the Rich Piana company.
Yeah,
That shit was. That might have been heroin.
might have been.
Might have been.
I mean, I know I would be pretty upset if I went into a store and bought a sleep aid and was taking it for a week and telling everybody about it. And then I read the label and I was like, oh, I'm taking
it
fucking
has
Kratom.
Yeah.
I remember,
Oxycodone.
yeah. I used to
taking
take that, and 20 minutes later, if you were like, John, get up, there's a fire. You would have had to carry me out of the
Yeah.
house.
Deal with this later. So yeah, that was my beef of the week.
That was the story.
He got dropped. He got dropped as a athlete, obviously, and then I saw some of like just good, decent back and forth. People like screenshotting each other's stories and posting them, and there's a bunch of people on his side, and then there's a bunch of people on Uprising's side
Right.
saying, you know, I've been taking Kratom for years and I had no problems. Have you tried stopping?
God bless you. Yeah. Seriously. Have you been taking it for years? Did
Another interesting thing I read, and I read it, and then I saw a couple of videos about it, is apparently there's like a plateau where people are talking about using Kratom because it's legal for years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years of these 5-gram doses a day. Some people are taking up to, this one guy was saying he takes 4 pills 9 times a day.
9 times a day.
9 times a day in order to not be sick. And then it gets to
In order to not be dope sick.
Yeah.
yeah,
Withdrawals.
and like really bad withdrawals. like day 3, like
bone aching,
bone aching shit,
yeah,
wanting
yeah.
to put a gun in your mouth. Kind of.
End it all.
Yeah. I mean, but there's also this thing that happens apparently that you'll be taking a certain dose for a certain period of time, like years, and that dose no longer cuts it, and you start like experiencing like side effects no matter what you do.
Sick.
Cool. So it's heroin. I know what that's called. It's called heroin.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm not really up on the recent studies on it. I know a lot of people were talking about. You haven't seen the recent studies. The bodybuilders, like guys who can't even fit in like shirts, talking about fucking studies. Shut up.
You can't even spell study.
You haven't seen the most recent studies.
You sound like fucking
Shut the fuck up.
Blaine Norton or whatever his name is.
Yeah, or like, so cite your sources.
Yeah, the sources always. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't taken it for 3 days. I'm shitting my pants.
Literally. I had to stop. I'm actually puking.
So yeah, that's it. That's my story. What else we got? We got a bunch of stuff that John didn't want to talk about. John gave me his list of things he does not want to talk about today.
I mean,
I don't think that
Starting with France's
he's so dramatic.
Gay Pride Olympics parade.
that was tough.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, of course I
Did
watched.
you see it?
I saw like snippets after the
You
fact.
know they took it down?
Yeah, I saw. You can't watch it anymore.
Can't watch it anymore. And they took it down. Anybody who posted the videos got copyright strikes since they're trying to disappear it from the internet.
That was a tough one to watch.
How'd you feel about it as a Christian?
I mean,
Were you upset about the Last Supper thing?
that's fucked up
Why is it fucked up?
because they're depicting Jesus as a
As a what?
obese,
Yeah. Say it.
woman. Not of Christian faith man, woman,
Thing. Yeah.
he, there, she,
She.
when.
I don't want to.
It was weird. It was really weird. And then I saw the interview with the guy that was like, "Oh, I'm just trying to promote love and unity." What?
Did you see the guy with his whole ball sack out?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see that?
No, that I didn't see.
I
It's
saw
just on
it
TV.
all,
Just
dude.
had his whole ball sack out.
Yeah.
Just standing there, smiling.
I like the Russian one better when I was in Russia in 2000.
Beijing was a good one.
Dude, that one was with the
Well, this-
drums and shit. Yeah, that
Didn't
was
they
cool.
raise the flag upside down? Wasn't there like a flag issue or something? The Olympic flag that went up upside down or something like that.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I am torn with Gojira. I love Gojira. It's a great metal band from France. And they fucking put on an epic Marie Antoinette headless. And then like all my Twitter friends are calling it satanic. And I'm like,
Shit,
stop.
I like them.
Stop. Not Gojira. We need a little metal music in these kinds of events.
All metal events. I mean, metal people are Looney Tunes too.
You know, it sucks. You know, like remember like '99, like Marilyn Manson. It was like shocking. You know, he's like an antichrist antagonist. Liking his music was kind of like taboo. You know, you had like parents like
Rebel
saying,
ostracized
saying
for it,
this
yeah.
was like, but like low key kids were like, this is cool. You know what I mean? And you go through this phase, and then you come out of it like now you're in your 30s or 40s. You look back and you're like, wow, I was kind of gay. You know, but it was cool because it was shocking and it was
It's like you were a rebel.
underground kind of liking that kind of stuff was like counterculture. And now it's like saying Christ is King is like the new Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, if
It's
you were
it's such a weird
The way
timeline.
the tables have turned, yeah.
So weird. You know?
yeah, things are a little clownish.
The definition of counterculture has definitely.
The right is a little corny though with like they were talking about the horse. The horse, it's like a metal horse, and like it looked cool. And they're like, "That's the Pale Rider, prophesized in Revelation." I'm like, calm down, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if that was
Looking
the
for
case.
like little Mason symbols and everything.
Just fuck.
Have you ever cared about the Olympics?
Yeah, I mean, I always watch the sports.
Yeah.
I like the sports. I like the idea, the concept of it.
Do you have a
Favorite country, America.
favorite sport?
Do you have a favorite sport, a favorite event?
I like a lot of it. I like I like watching fencing, and I like watching
I like the swimming. The swimming was cool with Michael Phelps back in the day.
the
That was
diving
dope.
is cool.
Diving is cool.
Yeah.
I like sports. I like competitive
Water polo.
best athletes. Yeah,
That
it's
shit
fun.
is sick.
Imagine I would drown instantly.
It'd be like Scott was in the foam pit.
That'd be me in the foam pit, like a sunken rock.
That is hard, man. Fucking kicking and fucking
The
throwing
track
the
and
ball.
field shit is cool.
yeah.
Discus. I like all javelin.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it. The concept of it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's
freaking
cool. Like the dream team with the basketball was cool.
Is Russia not invited this year again?
I don't know. It's a
I don't
good
think-
question.
I feel like they're not. You know, they banned Russian blue cats from like competing in like the cat tournaments, like the fucking prettiest cat, because they're a Russian
Russian?
breed.
The dream team's not a thing anymore, right?
No,
they don't still use.
They had the Redeem team. It was called a couple years back because, maybe like 12 years ago, the USA Basketball lost. They first time they lost in a long time. They got ousted by Spain.
Well, we couldn't use the pros anymore, right?
No, you could. No, and the pros lost.
I thought that was the point of the Olympics, was that you
I
couldn't be a
know
professional athlete.
they changed that. I thought it was cooler when they couldn't use pros, especially for the hockey. But
Yeah.
whatever. And then Kobe's last one right before he died, he got Coach K, the dude from Duke, was the coach, and they literally just they made a documentary about it. They just smashed everybody.
Yeah,
And they called it the Redeem Team. So
I remember that the dream team. What was that, like 92? 92?
92, I believe. Yeah, 92, where it was Jordan and Magic Johnson played, even though he was HIV positive. They let him play. And
That was nice of us.
Christian, right? Christian Leitner actually made the team. That was the white boy from Duke, and they were all mad that he made the team because he was some college kid that sucked in the pros, but they gave it to him because they loved him because he was a Duke player.
Yeah.
They needed a white guy.
They
And the
needed
Duke.
they had one. Larry Bird was on the team, but he was old and shit. But yeah, they just ran through everybody. And the same thing is going to happen. They played yesterday, I think, for the first time. I think they had their first game yesterday. They smoked somebody.
But these aren't professional.
No, they are. No, it's all pros.
Oh, okay.
It's all pros.
I thought that was a rule.
No, they switched that shit.
Who is it?
Who is it? What do you mean?
Like
who's
the
on
pros,
the team?
like who's-
Everybody you could think of. LeBron was the one that carried the
Oh,
American
he-
flag.
oh, he
you
was,
didn't hear the big fucking uproar on that, where this fucking guy that shits on America all the time,
yeah.
and he's the one that's bringing American flag in.
Yeah.
So
What a joke.
I mean,
That's cute.
it's cute. It is. I don't know.
Who's
It's-
calling the shots?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
I know who choreographed the whole thing, though. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
I do too.
Yeah, you saw.
Yeah, me
Pretty
and
much
John-
what you would expect.
Me
right?
and John were talking about it. If you did that about any other religion, specifically one religion, they'd probably be thrown in jail.
Well, it's just because nothing happens.
It's not fair though. Why can they do that to the
Because Christians are
Catholic-
like nice.
They
They're
have
gonna
to turn the other
They're going to
cheek.
complain about it on Twitter and say this isn't good.
right? But that's it.
Okay, and you
And then
you
it'll
won't
be
do it.
swept under the rug. And
We all remember what was it? Charlie Hebdo, or what, the French illustrator. We all know what happens when you poke fun at other
yeah,
religions. It's not nice.
you're not allowed. You're actually. I was like, you actually get thrown in jail.
He
for that
goes,
shit.
how come you can't do that with nobody does it with other religions? Because it's illegal.
Yeah, like this is not.
This is the only religion that is not illegal.
Darn it, man.
Well, get some politicians in power that might represent you to pass some laws.
Trump's not doing that, and neither is Kamala.
Oh well, we're gonna talk about Kamala. What's your hot take? You like Kamala?
What did we say?
You think she's brat?
What did we say a couple weeks back?
I don't
when
understand
we-
that. What is that? Because I'm not in the Twitter world like you. What was the
Kamala's
the brat?
There's super
What do
interesting.
the brat mean? You're like, I don't understand that. Explain
It's
brat
not. It's
to
not
me.
something that you are supposed to understand. It is the left's and the paid for shills on the right's attempt at making Kamala Harris anything other than the joke that she's been since her debut. It's to make her suddenly seem like cool,
But what does brat mean?
like brat. Like it's like, like that girl. Like she's.
Does that mean anything
girl.
to you, Justin?
I mean,
She's brat.
yeah.
It's a play on some other pop culture started it. Like some other girl from pop culture was like, it's like a song or some fucking singer.
The only brat I know is the brat.
yeah. Functified.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be if they're trying to square
Like bad
peg
bitch?
a
Like
round.
that?
Yes.
Okay. Like
exactly.
she's that bitch.
Yeah, she's brat.
Yeah.
And then you got they're winning the meme war. I don't know what happened. All of our best have been paid for. They're all gone over to the other side. I can't explain it.
Yeah.
Our former president had a bullet skim his head, like what, 2 weeks ago, and we don't know anything. I don't know. I know that he watched. I know the guy watched some porn. I don't know what his last 2 weeks of his life looked like. We don't know who he talked to. We don't know what kind of gun. Like, we don't know anything.
Yeah, there's
we
some
don't
crazy
know
shit coming
a
out.
fucking thing, and it seems like everybody's cool with not knowing anything.
Yeah.
And now we're on to somehow Kamala Harris has been anything other than a massive joke for the last 4 years.
I feel like she's gonna win, dude.
See, you can't.
I feel like she's gonna
Do
win,
this.
dude. I think
That's what I mean. by the-
I know
they're
you did.
They're memeing you into believing that this woman,
I know.
who has been literally nobody has talked about Kamala Harris for 4 years.
I feel like they've made a concerted effort to keep her out of the public eye just because of how unlike she is.
She's unlikable. She's always been. The left has never said, they have never been like championing her as like anything. When was a good thing that you've heard about Kamala Harris? Even like CNN, they would avoid her
But now
like the
they're
fucking plague.
Yeah, but now they love her. Barack made that call, and it was the coup. The coup, he said,
There we go with the fucking.
and was just like, Biden, you're out. Made him get out. That's what I was reading. And now they're propping this girl up, and I feel like she's gonna win. And I think Trump fucked himself with fucking Vance.
Why? Why do you believe that?
Because I'm seeing it on Twitter.
That's what I'm saying. You're letting them shape your worldview. There's nothing wrong with Vance as a pick. There's nothing wrong with him. He used to not be on the Trump train.
Yeah, he was a big time.
So was Tucker. So was most people.
I know.
When Trump was first, everybody thought he was kind of a joke, and he was like, everybody wanted regular politicians to be in place, right? So everybody just like, a lot of people who I respect were anti-Trump for a long time.
Yeah.
He's young. He's white. He follows BAP. BAP follows me, so therefore, like, we
He's
kind of
cool.
know each other.
We kind of know each other.
I don't understand what's wrong with Vance. Because he fucked a couch once? Because Hillbilly Elegy was the worst movie ever made. I couldn't make it 20 minutes for that movie.
I didn't watch that
Oh,
movie.
so fucking bad, dude.
I didn't watch it.
So bad. It's like, oh, God, it was terrible.
I mean, listen, you're 1,000% right that Twitter world, meme world, is getting overtaken by the left. And
Yeah, the
they are
CIA has
killing
gotten
it.
good at memes, dude.
They're killing it. It is
They're
funny.
making us believe that Trump is neck and neck with Kamala Harris in the polls. That, like, it went from Trump, they couldn't deny the gap, and then so the same people that were telling me that Biden was okay and he was going to run, right, and are now telling me that Kamala Harris is a good pick and this is fine.
She's a stud.
Same people,
Yeah.
and they're telling me that one announcement,
People are believing it.
and not only that, but they've swung like 9 points.
Yeah. That's what they're saying.
That's what they're telling me.
Yeah.
A grown man.
I don't know.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I can't live like this.
What were other
I
points?
feel like you're gonna have to though.
We're going to wake up, like John said, that morning. You know, we're going to go to sleep, and Trump's going to be in the lead. And then we're going to wake up the next morning,
And we got Kamala.
and we got
Nobody go to bed.
we got
As everybody is just so we're all clear. She is like
presidency got deboed.
How is it that the all cops are bastards left is going to vote for the prosecutor who loved putting people in prison? Loved. She refused to even turn over exculpatory evidence on somebody who was sitting on death row, because like they had to fight her on it.
Yeah.
She
Put a lot of marijuana.
She didn't want to let people out because it was cheap labor. So the ACAB people are cool with the prosecutor, and the Blue Lives Matter guys are cool with the felon. What the fuck world am I in? What world do I live in?
What were other points that you wanted to talk about? As John was just like,
That was pretty much it.
that was it.
The fake and gay Olympics.
The
and,
Olympics, yeah.
and Kamala Harris.
Me and John.
John called me up. He said nothing happened this week. Nothing happened this week or last week. I don't even know what to talk about. And I don't know if you know this, but nobody cares about our hot political takes. I'm like, yeah, I know. I see the views.
I could tell, John. I mean, to do like a complete 180, if you care or wish, you know, me and John were talking in the gym the other day, and we were just like wondering where
I've been,
where you been.
Yeah,
and
you know
like,
what? Speaking of the what is it? This bait and switch. I feel like me and Justin are being baited and switched. We haven't seen you.
Our
and
best friend
I
is
see
gone.
You randomly, you pop into my house at 11 a.m. on a weekday when you need something, and you're out just as you come in.
He's on the phone the whole
Anything that's
time.
within an arm's reach, you eat or drink, and then you're gone. And you're like, I'll see you at the gym in an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can explain.
I haven't seen you at Paramount in at least a month, probably more.
Probably 2, closer to 2.
I haven't seen or heard about you lifting a weight
In
at least a month.
right.
Now we're not denying that it's happening. We just want some
I just wanna know if
clarification.
I'm not making the
We wanna
claim.
I
make
just want to
sure
know
you're
if you're.
okay.
First of all, I
I'm
just
not
want to know:
making
are
the
you
claim.
depressed? Do you need?
Do you need anything? Do you need a friend?
Are you on Kratom? do we need to have an intervention? Where's my best friend?
The last time we saw you in a fitness setting,
I
an
feel like you
underground
substituted
Paramount
Ken for
setting.
you. You're like, here, take Ken, so I don't have to hang out with you guys anymore.
Was that the extraordinary Olympics?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So here's, I mean, I'll just give you a timeline of events.
Okay.
Okay. So going into the extraordinary Olympics, and right before I went on vacation,
you're away. Yeah, I remember that.
I had the grind set mindset. Right. I was like, I'm
270.
trading. I'm eating clean. I'm
Fasting.
finding got a good diet. I was 0 deaths, killing it. I went on vacation, and that started a backspin of epic proportions. I gave up when I got back. I threw the fucking.
So
diet,
you
I think-
relapsed.
I think
You
the
relapsed.
diet is still on my refrigerator. I was looking at it while I was pouring myself a bowl of fucking Captain Crunch last night.
Okay.
So I've had like a series of things that I've had to do, and since my schedule has changed so much, I'm in this like weird spot. You know, like
We know that you've been
as gym owners, as new business people, your guys' lives is by like a watch. Like if I say, "Where are you Monday at 3:00?"
I know.
You know.
I know.
The way my new business model is structured.
This is going to be like the checking in the savings account.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's that I have like this. I have a whole entirely new schedule.
Okay.
Right. So like a lot of it is to be determined.
Okay.
Right.
A lot of TBDs.
A lot of TBDs, and I'm just not in the mental place right now to have a lot of other things to do.
Okay.
Right. So and I've been sleeping till like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And
So you're depressed.
No, I'm not. But that's
Are you
the thing.
staying up late?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been playing the new DLC from Elden Ring dropped. I've been into that. I'm watching a lot of YouTube chess videos,
Okay.
and I keep saying like, okay, like,
Today's the day.
Monday.
Yeah.
We're gonna get up a little earlier.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna get our fasted in.
Do some kettlebell swings.
We're gonna do some kettlebell swing, get some fasted in. We'll stop by the gym, hit chest,
Uh-huh.
get all our work done, right?
Right.
And then like for last Monday, for example, that didn't happen.
But you claim, and again, it's just I'm not denying it's a reality. But you say you've been spending time at Planet Fitness, some
That's
of the
true.
local facilities in
it's
your area.
a little easier for me
Okay.
because it's close to my house.
Yeah.
It's not that I haven't been working out. It's
Right.
just I haven't been working out with any. I'm not working out just because I feel like I have to. Mm-hmm. I don't have like a
Just kind of mailing it in.
kind of phone it in.
Just ham and egging it.
Yeah, just hitting the machines.
Yeah, that's it.
You
Just
know.
moving around a little bit.
Yeah, shoulders hurt.
But we're moving. All right. I just wanted to check on you. I said it to John
Listen,
the other day at the
I'm
gym.
telling you this. This is the truth. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. It's just I'm having a difficult time finding the balance
Right.
between
Your priorities have shifted.
my priorities have shifted. I have a lot. It probably doesn't seem like it from the outside looking in, but I have a lot going on. We're doing this phase of distribution.
Mm-hmm.
I am spearheading that. I have a lot of pressure, right? And a lot of times, sometimes pressure builds the diamond, but sometimes Pressure grinds you to dust.
You could crumble, you dog.
You know? So, right now I'm being ground to dust. But I think tomorrow's Monday. Grind set mindset.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna take some methylene blue. I'm gonna get some fucking sun and steel.
Are we still injectables? Or do we do that?
I've done one shot of testosterone in probably, I don't know, the last 45 days. I'm living on magic wands. You're gonna come upstairs? Like, give me like 30 minutes. We'll finish that. Start without me.
Give me 20 minutes.
You're watching porn.
it up, swishing it around in your mouth.
I'll be right up. Be right up. Oh, you got started without me.
I got a phone call. Give me a little bit.
Turn around.
Rubbing it on his gums.
Oh shit!
Everything's fine, babe.
We're relieved to hear that you're okay.
I'm glad you're all right because
I'm
I was
good.
genuinely
I'm
concerned.
good. This is so from a business standpoint,
Things are good.
all going in a good direction.
All right, good.
From a personal standpoint, all things are going in a good direction.
Right.
I just can't get my physical life.
Yeah.
I want to be 50 pounds lighter. I don't want to do bodybuilding anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm just sick of it. But I also don't.
You don't know what else to do. What else is there? What are the other choices?
I was thinking about. I'm like, should I join like an MMA class? Should I go to fucking CrossFit? Should I put a shotgun in my mouth?
right.
Why don't you sign up for an Alpha Fit Club?
I did sprints a couple days ago.
Jesus.
280 pounds bearing down on me.
I can't. I
Heavy
seen it.
steps, slowing down.
I seen it coming.
That family at the park.
Yeah, see, all the Hasidics were watching me. Like, what's this guy
man.
doing?
Oh, my
I'm
God.
getting crazy.
I'm getting nuts.
I'm getting
Come
crazy.
here.
What are you looking at?
Why don't you join an F45 or an
Nah,
Alpha
I
Fit
can't do
Club?
it, man. I know how to train. I know how to fucking eat. I know. It's just a matter of
I feel like
doing
that would
it.
be fun for you though if you did like a high rocks or a, just like a little circuit
a hard
thing
thing
going.
that people don't talk about with steroids is the steroids. When you're doing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and you're like on a regimen and you're getting results and you feel a certain way, you take that out, and then your training and the way you feel and the way you look is just, it's like soul crushing.
I can't imagine how. Because I'm on that Monday, Wednesday, Friday,
And you've
like,
been.
Yeah, for a long time.
If you ever stop that.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be a fat piece of shit.
It's just
depressed.
I just want to eat. I want to eat food that I don't even really want to eat.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you want? I'm like, I'm not doing Taco Bell. Sounds disgusting, but,
Right, but
somehow
I'm in.
appealing.
Yeah.
Do you want to fucking bench or squat? No.
No, I'd rather
Do you
just-
want me to do like a competition with you?
What? Like, who can get in shape the quickest?
No, I meant like an actual competition, like some type of high rocks or test of
Me and you together as a team.
I'm just saying, I want to know what I can do for you. Because I have managed.
that.
I
That's
have managed
just
to
one-
maintain.
You are me, just a little bit shorter.
I feel like maybe a little slightly
Just
more
because
motivated.
you're going to your fucking Zumba classes once or twice a week and they gave you a stripe. He's talking to me as if he's like Alan Collins.
It's in sight. The belt, the new belt.
Each one is just stripes.
What is that,
Each
orange?
one purple. Each
What
one
happened to orange?
teach-
You
There's-
guys-
It's not a belt.
Oh.
Maybe in your
I had an
taekwondo.
orange.
In taekwondo,
Oh,
when
in
you were
karate?
8.
Maybe for the heavyweights.
So your next.
I'm not judging.
What's your next belt? Blue.
Well, no, I'm a blue belt now. Hopefully purple. If
You're
I-
gonna be a purple belt.
Do you hear this, though?
Hold on. Yeah,
That's
I do.
awesome. I think that's great.
It's not.
He's
I
going.
say it with
I'll-
such contempt.
I'll tap you out as a purple belt, and I don't even do jiu-jitsu.
Well, there's a reason why there's weight classes in
no, I
fighting.
don't think so. I don't even know if I could tap you out at this point.
I'm just gonna say. I mean, I think that you're.
I would win.
Yeah, that's what I think would happen too. Yeah, like what can we do? Maybe get you in the gym a little
Jesus
bit.
Christ, guys!
We
I
want
don't
to help you out.
I don't. I all I have to do.
I miss you.
Don't point the finger. That's not going to get you.
Listen,
just
go
point,
into
you're making
you know what
fun of my
happens.
life.
This is what
It's
happens.
defense.
I
It's
like
a defense mechanism.
No, it's not a defense mechanism. This is what happened.
It's like when
Paramount.
you have somebody sit down and like, what's wrong? You're taking too many pills.
This is what the episode 51, the intervention.
That's what we were talking about.
Surprise! We do have something to talk about.
This is what happened with Paramount. I said Paramount is I'm comfortable there. Like I can go there. John his laziness is contagious. And we'll go there and he'll be like, "What's up, Teddy Bakes?" In the fridge. And then we meet and we're talking shit. And we're like, "Wow." I'm like, "You want to train?" And you're like, No, absolutely not. And I'm like, "I don't want to
give me a
train.
half hour. I get my pre-workout.
I'm watching all these other kids train. I'm like, "I don't want to fucking train with these fucking kids either."
Yeah.
And then I'm fucking gonzo.
Yeah.
So I've been hitting Planet Fitness where I'm still
Get a good workout at Planet Fitness.
great workout, and they don't charge me. Here's another thing. I go there once or twice a week. I don't have a membership. I shouldn't even say this because nobody will see it. But I'm like, "What's up? Can I just pay to train?" And he's like, "No,
Just go ahead.
go ahead." And I'm like, "I come here all the time." He's like, "I know." And I'm like, "Is your sales thing like hopefully just one day I'm gonna get a membership?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "I don't own this place. I don't care."
$10.99 a month.
I was like, "Shit, okay." So they let me train for free.
All right. I was just coming from a caring point of view to make sure you were okay and that everything was okay.
Technically, I'm fine.
Why don't we hire Justin to do like group training, small group training, you and I.
I'll partake in it with you too. I think that would be
We'll
fun.
make him
I think
put
that's
the Paramount
content.
trainer shirt on.
I think that's content
That's
too.
not content. No,
That's
I will
fucking
not
content,
be a
bro.
beach ball
Are you kidding
on
me?
your turf for content.
Swinging kettlebells.
I will start an OnlyFans before I fucking do that to myself.
All right.
Donnie's like, "Let's film something with you training on Tuesday." I'm like, "What?" No,
It'd be great, dude.
bro.
You and Alan should have a little training day at Paramount.
yeah, that'd be great for me.
I think it'd be great.
Alan fucking runs circles around.
But
me.
I just think it would be good content.
we'll think about it.
Okay.
Diet starts tomorrow.
All right. Monday, 29th.
We'll see.
All right. July 29th.
I'm going somewhere in October, like with beaches and water. So I can't do that to myself. I have pride.
Okay.
I won't be the guy on the beach with swimming with a t-shirt on.
Walk around in his underground crew neck.
I know it's 105 degrees at some island, and he's got a fucking hoodie up.
I don't like to swim.
It's 110 degrees last week.
Why are you wearing a t-shirt? I don't know, I get sunburned. So yeah.
All right. I don't really have anything else. That was my take. Was like intervention for Scott.
I don't need an intervention.
All right.
I need discipline. The best points in my life has always been, the best physical points, maybe not mental, is a highly structured, extremely disciplined days. Like when Underground first opened, and I knew what I would. If you said, "What are you doing Saturday, 2:00?"
You know.
I know exactly what I was doing Saturday, 2:00.
Yeah.
You
Me
know?
and John are still there, so that's why we're so, in shape and disciplined.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
It does.
It helps to have like structured days, and I kind of have like these floaty round days where I have like a bunch of stuff to do, but they're not like I don't have to open the store at 10 o'clock. I have like a couple meetings, and then I have like
Downtime.
back end stuff to do, like website.
Well, as long as you're getting it done, then that's a win.
From a work standpoint, I'm getting a
That's a
ton
win.
done.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
But from like a cardiovascular,
Hypertrophy.
aspect, not so much. I'm just fucking big body in it right now.
Monday. Tomorrow's Monday.
Monday.
All right.
Well, I saw, and I know you did too, but I saw the Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
I did. I saw last night.
John told me.
What is it going to take for us to look like Hugh Jackman? Because he's got like 10 years on us.
That was CGI. Some of that was CGI.
Yeah.
You could tell his arms were enhanced.
Okay.
But he looked great.
Still in good shape, though.
Great shape.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
At a 50-year-old.
He's probably
They're probably
doing
on growth.
12.5 milligrams of Vanavar.
And
Best
fucking-
growth hormone money can buy.
Yeah.
TRT protocol, and the best trainer money can buy.
Yeah.
Maybe a low dose of Kratom. Yeah.
Well, I'm under the impression that Justin's the best trainer money can buy.
I don't know about that.
So there's a good chance.
I don't think
You
so.
know your shit.
I mean, listen, I know a little bit about a little bit, so
Well, I thought the movie was good. Are you going to see it? Or
I'm
no?
going to
You
see
don't
it. I'm
care?
going to wait
You're
until
gonna
it
wait
comes
till
I
out.
won't
it's
do
out.
any spoilers, but I'll do a little movie review.
Sure.
I'll give
Yeah,
it.
let's finish
I'll
with
give it a
that.
B+.
Okay.
I thought it was really funny. Good pacing. They touched on the fourth wall a lot, which I liked, where they made fun of themselves and Fox and Disney. Disney, I think, is going to finally see that they're smashing us in the face with the message. It doesn't. You don't have to do it every time. You can give us You can give us a breather from the message. You know, we don't need another Star Wars
Yeah.
because that was terrible. The Alkalite was awful. I thought it was really good. I like Ryan Reynolds. I thought it was funny. It was violent. There's a lot of dirty
Gore.
stuff.
Yeah, there was a lot. Yeah, I heard there was.
Did you know who remember the blonde Deadpool? You know who that was?
Was it his wife?
Yeah, it was Blake.
The only reason I know that is because Kristen said
Oh,
that's Blake.
I was like, I wonder
Oh
who-
yeah, that's sick.
It was. Is that confirmed?
yeah.
That's sick. I like her.
You don't see the.
You see
she's-
enough. You see
Yeah,
enough.
I like
she's
her.
in the like she has the mask on the whole time though.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it didn't sound like her.
Yeah. Big
Maybe
tits.
it wasn't her voice.
Yeah, I like her. All right, so B
The
plus.
cameos. I don't want to spoil anything, but the cameos.
Cameos top
were
notch.
awesome.
Oh, yeah? All
The
right, cool.
cameos
Top notch.
from characters as well as actors
Top notch.
playing some of the characters that we've never seen before.
A lot of fun.
Cool.
A lot of fun. If you were an X-Men fan or a Marvel fan from like old school, like the comic book days, like I was, kind of.
Yeah, it kind of was too a little bit.
I had the comic books. I had the figurines. I watched the cartoon.
They're doing a third Venom,
That looks terrible.
which I think looks better than the first two. But
I was
I
gonna
mean,
say the
it's-
first one was awful.
I don't know. He must have signed a contract for those because I can't imagine his heart's in that too much.
I mean,
Well.
the paycheck maybe. I don't know.
I'm sure
Yeah.
it's a hefty paycheck.
Tom Hardy's good, but I don't know. I didn't like the Venoms too much, and I loved Venom, the character from the comic
The
books.
comic book, yeah.
Now, what about the?
Say it.
No,
Say
I'm
it.
not. I'm not there yet. I want to finish with that. What about the Joker?
I think it looks good.
You think it looks good?
I do too.
Okay.
I do too.
I'm concerned about the music, but
I think it'll be a nice touch.
you think it's going to be a nice touch? Okay.
I think
think
it'll
it'll
be
be
kind of
cool.
cool. Yeah. Different.
that one scene where they're showing where he's like making a phone call and she makes the red on.
Yeah.
You can just tell like the artistic
It's cool.
direction is it's gonna be a good movie. I think.
I agree.
Were you a big fan of the original?
Yeah, I liked it. I like Joaquin.
Yeah, he's a J. I
He's
like him.
really good.
And I like the Joker character in general. I think is good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Well, they touched on it in the first one with Batman, right?
Yeah, at the very end.
Yeah, but isn't he like supposedly related to Batman or no?
How?
Am I missing? Did I miss something?
How would he be?
I don't know.
The
So
kid
he's-
that comes up to isn't that supposed to be Batman?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Kid that comes up to the what?
The gate.
Yeah,
Oh,
When he's at the
With his-
gate and he
with
wants
his-
to see his father.
with his father. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I
We'll see.
forget. I have to see it again.
What did you want to finish
I
with?
forget that part. Gladiator 2.
Oh,
Did you see that preview?
I did.
You did?
Denzel.
You knew about it? I didn't know about
I
it
saw
until
I saw
last night.
I saw it on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've known about it for.
I think it looks cool. I think it looks fun. I was excited to talk to Scott about it, and he literally
Laughed in your face.
ripped my head off and spit down my throat. He was so angry.
Were you a fan of the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as a fan, like, I don't understand. There are so many good real stories.
He
that
enjoys
happened.
that time in history.
Yeah.
And
Like, why can't you just tell like one of the 10,000 actual stories that happened? Why do you have to make one up?
Yeah.
well, I
So-
think that, and I explained that to him that a lot of the times they'll take historically accurate events and insert a
The
fictional
message.
story. No, I mean they just insert a fictional story like they did with the original
I can tell
Gladiator.
you right now from the preview,
like they did with Titanic.
Yeah.
Well, but the original story of the
How
Gladiator,
spot on was Braveheart? Was that pretty spot on?
No,
Yeah, I mean
I mean it was sort of like a little bit, but not really. The first one was a story about what? Revenge, right?
I guess yeah.
And like justice. And from what I can tell in the 2 or 3 minute long teaser is that this one is going to be about social justice. And that makes me want to cry.
I'm going to
So
be
I'm
honest
sick
with
of
you.
it.
I saw the sharks in the Coliseum, and that's all you needed to show me.
Yeah, and it took all of my energy not to stand up in the movie theater and spit. If you're gonna put sharks, so let me get this straight. I mean, yeah, great, cool aqueducts. You're gonna fill the Coliseum up with what, 20 feet of water. You're gonna have ships in the Coliseum and sharks.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. All right, that's not even the half of it. That's not even.
I know.
It's not even the half.
I know what
of
you're
it.
getting mad at. and
I'm
I-
just saying, it's going to be social justice. It's going to be slave mentality versus master mentality, and somehow they're going to make that apply to Rome, even though that's not how Rome was.
right.
It's just not.
They're doubling down on the. I mean, who are the leaders in this one? I don't even know what their names are.
Those two twins.
Yeah,
Again, it's a totally fictitious.
they're really honing in on that, like
the really pale
very pale, very
School shooter.
non-masculine.
school shooter sort of vibes.
No, I got non-masculine, non-alpha.
Yeah, but that like serial killer, like hurt an animal for no reason. White serial killer hurt an animal for no reason type.
I was
archetype.
honing in on the non-masculine, kind of like the one guy from the
Game of
young
Thrones.
guy from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it was,
Very like
yeah.
rosy cheeked, like
Yeah.
non-masculine.
It's supposed to represent some sort of elite,
I could see that.
and sociopathic tendencies.
Still think it's going to be a good movie, though.
It's gonna be cool. They've got Denzel, and there's
every
gonna be a
Caesar-
bunch of.
Every Caesar is a Nero.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool.
What about the movie, The Speak No Evil?
I don't know what that
What,
is.
Smile?
No, It was the other preview with the guy from X-Men, and he's also in that movie Split.
With
the families.
Oh, that looked kind of cool.
That looks kind of cool. Have you seen the
Like
preview
thriller.
for the new M. Night Shyamalan movie?
I don't know. I gave up on him. What's that one?
It's from what I gathered, he is in a concert. He's like some guy's a serial killer.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
he's in a concert.
Yeah, with his daughter.
That is apparently the whole concert is
A ploy to
like
get
an
him there.
AstroTurf to get like him there to catch him, and he like asks somebody like in the concert like what's going on with all this whatever, and the guy's like, well, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but
they found
the
that.
bad guy's here,
Yeah.
supposaly
And he's
here,
the bad
and
guy.
he's the bad guy, and he's
saw
like,
that.
and this whole concert is just a made up thing
Yeah.
to catch him.
That'll be fun, probably.
I'll tell you what, M. Night Shyamalan, I mean, I know that he's not making them himself, but their ability to make his movies look good through a trailer are, because I don't think, I mean, I know that you were a fan of The Village, right?
The Village was cool.
And The Sign.
I
Signs
love
was good.
Signs.
Signs was good.
I thought Signs was amazing.
Village was good, but I think I was partially biased because my friend, I knew that
Michael
I knew
Pitt,
somebody
yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
Sixth Sense was good.
I would say The Sixth Sense was his only wow movie.
I thought Signs was
Yeah.
wow.
I
thought
thought
Signs-
cool.
I
thought
like
Signs.
Signs.
Signs was cool.
I watched that one with
I was really
Batista recently.
disappointed
I
by
thought that
the,
was shit.
By the alien, like what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you,
It was like bobbing like a Mortal Kombat.
yeah.
Or Street Fighter.
It's like an NPC.
Yeah. But I loved Signs. I thought Signs was phenomenal.
You didn't like the knock at the cabin door?
No.
No. What's the
Nope.
one where where everybody's like got to kill each other? What's
That was it.
Oh, that was the name of the movie?
Right?
Not-
That's the one where like it was the gay,
yes.
the two
Yeah.
dads,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and then
I thought that was
Batista.
all right.
It was okay.
And the other one where like they got old on the beach.
Unwatchable. That's what they should have named that movie.
Yeah.
Unwatchable.
It was so bad. I watched it, but it was bad.
I couldn't finish it.
Wasn't
I kept falling
Unbreakable
asleep.
him?
Yeah, I like
That's-
that. That was a
stuff
good one.
okay.
Bruce Willis.
He makes good movies.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's all right.
Well, he's got the new
He's good at like a prime movie.
the
like,
new movie
at your
that
house.
was what's the movie with Split? It's like the trilogy, the Unbreakable and Split guy. It's recent.
Yeah,
That's
I don't-
pretty
I don't
bad.
remember.
That was pretty bad too.
I didn't watch that one.
Split.
No, I didn't think Split was bad, but the sequel.
So me and John are gonna go see Gladiator 2 together, and I'm gonna scream in his ear every time something stupid happens.
He can't just have fun. He screamed in my ear when we went to go see Fast and Furious. Wouldn't even let me enjoy it.
I was just staring at the side of his head. He told me that we couldn't. I asked him if he wanted to go to the movies. He's like, "Oh, there's too many people there. I have anxiety." That's what he said to me.
I don't want to be in a large crowd.
Never heard that a day in my life have come out of his mouth.
Well, people nowadays, the younger generation, notoriously do not know how to
Behave.
act in public, and you
Makes John.
are in close quarters with. It's one thing when it's just like a known fact. It's another thing when you were in close quarters with these people for 2.5 hours and you're trying to focus on something.
Yeah, it's gonna make John.
You
Scream.
just attack them. Attack them.
Don't do that.
That's my advice. Well, I think that's it. That's a good podcast.
I liked it.
Intervention.
You got anything else you want to say? What would you give Deadpool on the grading scale?
On a grading scale overall, I'd probably give it in the 7s.
That's a B. You'd give it a B.
I think a 7 is a C.
I would give it a B. It was fun. It was one of the better Marvel movies I've seen in a while.
I'll check
Well,
it out
you
when it
haven't
comes
seen.
out.
I mean, there hasn't been.
Well, I watched all the Loki stuff on Disney. And
Oh, I haven't seen any of that.
the
But
only
I think
stuff
the
I
last.
skip is like Ant-Man or like any of the women ones.
Yeah.
I skip those.
I
didn't watch
watched.
any of those.
What's it called? Was terrible. Guardians 3.
I like Guardians.
I love Guardians, but Guardians 3 was not good.
It was okay.
And a lot of people didn't like Guardians 2, and I thought Guardians 2 was hysterical.
I like Guardians too. I like the Guardians movies in general.
I do too.
What's the most recent Spider-Man?
I don't
No
know.
gave
Way
up on
Home
those.
or
With the black kid?
I gave up on
No.
those.
Oh.
no?
I don't do the Spider-Man
I
thing.
don't
That
It
one
was
was
for
good
kids.
because it had all 3 Spider-Mans in it.
Oh,
from,
I
like,
did see that one.
That
was pretty
one
good.
was fucking. That was the last really good Marvel movie I saw.
That was pretty good. I enjoyed that one.
And then you have the Avengers, which
Yeah.
you know I could go for another Avengers movie.
Yeah, I can watch that too.
Those are pretty. All that stuff's pretty low IQ, but I can.
Maybe
can get
I'll
with it.
give Deadpool a spin when
Have
it
you
comes
seen
out.
the
on
other
Amazon.
two?
Yeah,
They're hysterical.
yeah. No, he's great. I love him. So.
It gets a little. You get a little bit of like, all right, enough.
The
All
guy
right.
from Succession was.
Great. I liked this.
It was just like it was a little much.
I liked him. I thought he did a good job. It's funny.